What if I really talk like that? That'd be fucked up. Well, maybe I just insulted somebody that really talks like that. Anyway, I've just been thinking, again, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And I've been thinking about, I've been doing videos over conversations that I've been having with other people because they give me really good ideas about what to talk about. So I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about like how with all the crazy stuff going on, how you have to take a break from all the truthing and all of the conspiracy stuff at some time, even politics. You gotta like hike or do music or do something that's not associated with all of the stuff going around, because what happens, or happening, I guess, because what happens is you kind of get sucked into that world, and it can be very dark, and it can be very deep and just disturbing, and you kind of forget why you're fighting for what you're fighting, if that makes sense, why you're fighting for or what you're fighting for, right? You forget about the beauty in the world, you forget about the joy in the world, the great people. Sometimes, I've gone through certain situations and doing this work and just kind of, forget about the good people I've met, because you can lose your faith in humanity because there's some really giant assholes. A friend of mine who has an autistic son was saying that I guess he was having a meltdown, and he tried to open the door while they were on the freeway at going 70 miles per hour, and thank God they were able to reel him in before he jumped out on the freeway. And I mean, this is daily. I have a lot of friends that are that have autistic children now, and this is daily. Imagine having to go through that every day. So she posted her reaction, or she posted a story on Facebook, and she had these trolls come at her, calling her, telling her to fucking die, that she's a piece of shit, that vaccines will save lives, and you should still vaccinate your fucking kid. Like, there's a special place in hell for people like that, and it seems like people that are like that don't believe in hell. So I don't know, what to say is that they're gone. How do you do that? How do you not even have compassion? You'll say stuff like, say stuff like, it's better that your son get the measles, or no, it's better that you have an autistic kid than to get the measles. I'm like, what? These people are retarded. And then if you're dealing with that all the time, and you're just all these parents want to do is just warn other people, so they're not dealing with kids on the freeway that try and jump out at 70 miles per hour. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to warn people so it doesn't happen to them, because they're the ones who trust it. Hashtag we did. All right. So yeah, I'm all like worked up thinking about that. I'm gonna listen to some music after I get off of work and just chill out, or make some music. I'm gonna make some music and listen to some music, and then I'm gonna make some music. How about that? But if you're in that world every day, right? Like I was getting worked up. Imagine, that being you being that parent where you're getting attacked, or you're somebody in the military who's gotten injured by a vaccine, and you're trying to tell other people, and they're just like, you piece of garbage, whatever. You've fought for this country, you've sacrificed for this country, and you've been overtly, thoroughly betrayed. And you have people, and you're trying to tell people, so it doesn't happen to you or them. And then you have these asshole trolls from hell that come up and attack you. On top of that, you can fucking hate people and hate humanity. So unless you want to do that, then I would suggest, fighting with people all the time online. I was also talking to somebody that the other day where I'm trying not to fight it anymore. I really don't. But a lot of times I have trolls that come on, and they'll just say something smart, and I'll just have links ready. And I'm not even posting those links from them. I'm posting for the people that are reading the comments, because the troll's posting the comments hoping other people to read them. Or maybe me. I don't give a shit. I think they're dumb. So, I mean, they usually make us look good. I'm like, please post something so I can post something and make you look like the dumbass that you are. Like this one guy was like, well, I listen to my doctor. You're not a doctor. How can you say that vaccines are bad? I only listen to my doctor. And I'm just like, I just posted a bunch of links from a bunch of doctors that were criticizing vaccines. That's all I had to do. I was just like, boom. That's it. Right? Because I know there are people that are reading the comment section that gonna think that he's a dumbass, right? These faceless cowards, it doesn't even have a picture, obviously probably like a fake name, you know, that come up on people's pages and attack people. You can hate people, you know? I'm like, are you a bot? Even if you are a bot, it's like, or a human, you're a bot. You're still a bot. If you're that mindless and that heartless, and you think that vaccines don't work unless other people get them, you're stupid. You're a zombie. I don't, like, are you real? Like, what? Even if you're a physical human being that actually is typing and not a computer generated person, you're soulless. You have no soul. So, I mean, why, I'm not even trying to impress those people. I'm not even trying to, like, prove to those people that I know what I'm talking about, because I know what I'm talking about, and I'm confident that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to I'm not, I'm posting for the people that are in the middle that want to know. That's what I do. So I want to, let me see if I can rant a little more, because I went on a tangent, but I wanted to talk about kind of going in the direction that suits you, that you're passionate about, right? So if it's chemtrails, you do research on chemtrails. You do as much research as you can. You try and simplify it to people and give it to people. Is it like, politics? Is it like, mine is really, I touch on those things a little bit here and there, but mine is the medical industry and vaccines, okay? What do you have? What personal experience do you have that you can relate to somebody by telling your story, or you just have a passion about because you're personally affected by it, right? All of us are like, we have pieces to the puzzle, and with everything crazy going around, there's so much information, that you can't possibly know everything about everything. So what can you do to inform people? Because, the best way you can, or gather as much information as you can. I'm telling people, make copies of stuff, order books, make copies, start making PDFs of websites, copy videos, make copies of videos and keep them so you can have them for yourself on another hard drive, or distribute it to other people, because they're censoring everything, and I'm not gonna be this person that's just gonna be like, oh no, they got us, they're censoring everything. I mean, I have had those days where I'm like, it's over, oh my god. But it's like, well, then what are we fighting for, right? Why don't we just lay down and die, right? You're just gonna let them have everything? There's way more of us than there is of them, and we're just gonna cower over and roll over and like take it. So this new, I don't know, like the mayor, I'm trying to find out more info. I read a couple of things, but if anybody else has any more info on this, I was reading that the mayor of New York is saying that anybody that's unvaccinated has to be fined. It has to be more details than that. And then I read a snippet of somebody saying the exact same thing. So I'll post, read a snippet. How true is that? Is anybody in New York that knows what's going on that can give me more details about that? I'd appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm just like, are you gonna pay the $1,000? Are you going to, like, what's gonna happen? Are a lot of people gonna go to jail? Like, who can afford $1,000? New York is expensive. So it's like either some people are just gonna cower and just get the vaccines because they're afraid of paying the $1,000. But if you know how bad vaccines are and how not only, autism is just the tip of the iceberg, but how it leads to so many autoimmune disorders and even cancer down the line, Alzheimer's, there's no way I would let anybody inject me with anything. So I guess if I was in New York, I would not be fucking paying. They'd have to fine me, but then am I gonna pay the fine? This is some bullshit. Like, people better start speaking out, and because it's going to get to the point where they're coming to our houses. I'm serious, and I've seen this coming for God since I started. And it's cool that more people are waking up, but even more people need to wake up. Like, we're on a time crunch here, you guys. I'm like, come on, get it together, okay? More people need to start standing up and stop being afraid that people are going to think they're weird or their friends are going to unfriend them from Facebook, because, now it's coming the time where, like, I understand if you have a job and you're in a certain financial situation, you can't speak out. But if you're just like a pussy and you're afraid of people, like, saying mean things to you in the comment section on your Facebook and unfriending you, like, you really need to, this is the time in your life where you need to evaluate what is important to you. It's like life or death, right? Is it more important that, your friends, think you're weird? Or is it more important that you have your health in your life? Like, it's really going to come down to those two things. Is it this or is it that? Is it this or is it that, right? What's more important? You have to think about that. I'm not you. I know where I stand, okay? But you people that are just like, oh, they're gonna not invite me to go bowling because I'm an anti-vaxxer. Oh no! Like, okay, well, you're gonna invite you to go bowling, but then, if enough people don't start speaking out, you're gonna get forced vaccinated and might have an injury where you can't walk, and then you really couldn't bowl, okay? I'm just saying. So, that's it. That's my rant for today. I think that's it. I think I got what I wanted out to say today. Anyway, you guys, peace, truth, and love. Talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.